Why do married women flirt with you? Have you been wondering that? Maybe you've been in that situation where you think someone's really cute and maybe you start seeing signs that she's interested in you. So you get your courage up and you ask her out, and then she tells you she's married. And all of a sudden you're confused and you're hurt and you're frustrated and you don't know why it happened. Has this happened to you? I've received tons of comments and emails from men who are confused because this keeps happening to them. Why do married women keep flirting with you? You asked me to make a video on it, so here we are. In this video, you're going to learn 5 reasons married women will flirt with you. And I do want to just start. Just everybody needs to know, I will never say that a married woman flirting with you is appropriate, okay? None of this is to justify bad behavior in any way. If she's married, she should be flirting her head off with her husband and no other man. If she's flirting with other men, there's a problem there. I'm just going to be honest. However, you do deserve to know the reasons why this will happen, and that's why I'm making this video. As we dive in, if this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Melannie. I'm a Christian dating and relationship coach for men. I teach you how to make attraction, love, and connection feel effortless. So if you're sick of mind games and faulty tricks, and you're ready for an authentic, wholesome approach to love and relationships, then you are definitely in the right place. So make sure you subscribe. I'm also going to mention this video, which is signs she is flirting with you. And with that, there's a link in the description below if you'd like to watch that one. It's fabulous. With that, let's get started with the reasons why married women might be flirting with you. Number 1 is the ego boost. The sad reality is there are some toxic women out there who love the validation of proving that they're still sexy and they're still attractive. These types of women might go to the gym and purposefully try to get as many men's attention as possible just to boost their ego. But that's all they want to get out of it. Truth is, everyone wants to know that they're attractive, but she should be getting that from her husband. That's who she should be turning to. And frankly, she needs to work on her own self-esteem. She should not be turning to other men to get that validation. So that's wrong. And if this is something that you have experienced, if you have known someone like that, please understand that she's the one out of line here, not you. What she is doing to other men is inappropriate. She has no business doing that. She's in the wrong. Now, reason number 2 might be a little bit surprising. Honestly, reason number 2 is that she's not married. She's just also looking for validation, but doesn't want it to go any further. And so she figures if she says that she's married, then it's all going to end right there. This is another thing that can commonly happen. Again, I am not here to justify this behavior in any way, but there's a good chance that she may not even be married. She may simply be trying to get validation, trying to get noticed, trying to prove to herself and all her friends that she'll go tell about it that she's super sexy, but she doesn't want it to go any further. And so she just says, hey, I'm married, so that it stops right there. This is a very selfish, insensitive thing to do. But some people will do this. Now, something I will warn you about is do not assume that she's not married if she's told you she's married. If she is in fact not married and she does happen to change her mind and decide she wants to date you, I mean, I don't know that you'd really want to date her, but at that point, it's really her responsibility to tell you that she lied to you. If she tells you she's married, then assume she is, accept it, and find someone so much better. Reason number 3, married women might flirt with you. This one's tricky, so allow me to explain. She may honestly be single, say she's married, because she's trying to protect herself. This is the one that I can almost defend, I can almost get behind, almost. Here's the reality. In the world we live in, women can frequently feel very unsafe, and her safety is paramount. I'm an abuse survivor. Most of you know that about me. I understand that feeling of needing that safety. I have certainly been in situations where I have tried to turn a guy down and he will not take no for an answer. And it is terrifying, especially if he's kind of got you in the corner of a room or you can't really get to help. It is absolutely terrifying. And so many women will just say, if they feel uncomfortable in any way or if they feel nervous, they may just say, hey, I'm married, in hopes that it will end right there. Now, there are a couple things you need to know about this. This is one of the main reasons why I teach my clients in my academy how to make sure you know how to make her feel safe. You know how to approach her appropriately, flirt appropriately and respectfully. You know how to interact with her so she feels like you are her safe place, not a threat. So it's critical that you are learning how to do that so that she's not in that situation where she feels frightened, because men and women think differently. I've been coaching men for a long time. I happen to be a woman and we think differently. That's okay. That's how God made us. But things that aren't scary to you could be terrifying to her. And so you need to make sure you're educating yourself on how to make her feel safe. At that point, as long as you're doing your part that way, it's up to her at this point. If she still feels unsafe, maybe she's not in a place where she's able to emotionally open up to dating. That's okay. And again, if she does decide that she needs to tell you, hey, I lied, then that's her business, not yours. If she tells you she's married, assume that she is and move on. Recognize, though, that can happen. For instance, quick story. I wasn't necessarily going to share this, but I was in a situation once where I was at a dance and I was having fun, and this guy asked for my number and I wasn't interested, so I very politely tried to turn him down. 4 or 5 times, he would not leave me alone. He wouldn't even let me walk away. Now, thankfully, that's a very frightening feeling for a woman. Thankfully, there was another guy there who I knew, and he could see what was going on, and I will forever be grateful to him for this. He came up to me and he put his arm around me, kind of leaned in. Hey, are you ready to go now? As if we were together. And I was like, took that and the other guy was gone. So sometimes saying I'm married is the equivalent of a guy helping you out of an awkward situation. It's not necessarily because she's a jerk, it's because she's careful, and she has to be. If she doesn't have a big, strong man there to help protect her, she's got to do what she can to protect herself. And actually, a really good place to get started understanding how to help women feel safe with you and comfortable with you and very drawn to you is with my free guide, 11 Things Men Do That Make Women Melt. These are things that high-value women truly crave in a man. So make sure you download that guide. There's a link in the description below. This is a fabulous resource to help you get started making sure that you create the connection with her that you want. Reason number 4 that a married woman might be flirting with you is, honestly, she may just be a really friendly person. This can be hard sometimes to gauge. Some people are just very, very friendly or playful or personable, and she may have zero intention to flirt with you. Honestly, a lot of extroverts struggle with this problem. I have struggled with this problem my entire life. I'm a playful person. I love people. I love talking to people. I love hearing people's stories. And my entire life, people have thought I'm flirting with guys that I haven't even intended to flirt with. And so sometimes it does just come down to personality. Yes, she needs to be careful. But honestly, sometimes even if you're being super careful, people will still think you're flirting. And so it helps to kind of pay attention to, does she treat everyone this way? Is she just being friendly? And if she's married and clearly committed to her husband, assume she is just a friendly person. If she's not clearly committed to her husband, well, then there's some other issues there, and I certainly wouldn't get involved. And this leads us to reason number 5, a married woman might be flirting with you. This reason is that she may honestly be willing to cheat. She may. The sad reality is some people are okay with cheating. Here's what you need to remember, though. If she's willing to cheat with him, you better bet she's willing to cheat with you. Why wouldn't she be? She clearly does not take marriage. She doesn't see it as the sacred and holy thing that it is. Let's say perhaps she is unhappy in her relationship. That happens sometimes. She owes it to herself, to her husband, to any man who would be in her future to end that relationship before ever pursuing a new one. With that being said, maybe if she spent as much time flirting with her current husband as she does with other men, she wouldn't need to have a new relationship. I am not here to debate what should be done in that situation. That is a topic for another video. However, I see far too many people who think, well, it'll be different with me. She's so attracted to me, and her husband, she's not happy with him. Dude, there are red flags everywhere. You can either choose to ignore them and end up miserable, or you can be smart, like I know you are, and avoid it completely. If she's willing to cheat, she's willing to cheat. She's married to another man. You have no business doing anything with her. Hopefully that answered some questions for you. I'm curious which of these reasons you feel like you've seen the most. If you would tell me in the comments, I'd be really curious to hear that. Let's quickly recap what you learned, the 5 reasons a married woman will flirt with you. But first, I do want to remind you to grab that free guide. It's going to help you understand how to connect with women in a way that they don't feel uncomfortable. So she does see you as her safe place. So she wants more interaction with you. All right, 5 reasons a married woman will flirt with you. Number 1, she loves the validation of men still finding her attractive. She should be turning to her husband for that, but sadly some women will turn to other men. She doesn't want anything past the validation, but she is trying to get the validation. Number 2, she may be completely single, but also looking for validation. However, she tells you she's married because she doesn't want it to go any further. Reason number 3, she may be trying to protect herself. Something has made her feel uncomfortable or unsafe, and she'd rather just say that she's married rather than risk this going any further. Reason number 4, she may just be a very friendly married woman. That does happen sometimes. Someone who's playful and engaging and interesting. Someone who has no intention to flirt, but may come across as flirty. Number 5, she may honestly be willing to cheat. And if she's willing to cheat, that's a huge red flag. That's a sign of a toxic situation that should always be avoided. Thank you so much for watching, my amazing friend. Do you have a question that I haven't yet covered in a video that you would like to hear more about? If you do, please let me know in the comments. And be sure to share this video with a friend. I'm sure it would help him as well. Thank you so much again, my amazing friend, and have an amazing day. Why do married women flirt with you? Have you been wondering this? I mean, obviously you clicked on the video. Just kidding. I've had so many men reach out to me asking why our married, just got something in my eye, sorry. I've had so many men reach out to me. Yeah. Okay, let's start again. Okay, secret end of the video club. So you want to hear my random story for the day? This one's really random. It's not particularly interesting, but I find it interesting. This morning for breakfast, I had an acai bowl. I think that's how you say it. I'm not sure. But I had one for the first time in my whole life. I've always wanted to try one, and it tastes pretty good, actually, and there were blueberries in it. And I like blueberries, and they tasted good. So that's the word for the end of the video today is blueberries. Thank you for listening to my boring random story that I think is interesting. Never forget that you're awesome. Comment blueberries, and I'll see you in the next one. I think my random boring stories are kind of fun. Sort of. They're kind of boring, but they're fun to tell people. I always wanted to try one, and now I did. The end. Okay, I'm done.